And welcome to Kump.
Hello.
Hello, Lucie.
How are you doing this
Oh,
fine day?
I'm doing great. It's an interesting day. We have they've found the killer, the healthcare killer, the Obamacare basher.
I'm relieved. I was walking around the city and just feeling like danger was lurking around every corner.
Why are you a CEO? Chooses who lives and dies. Are you a Dickensian villain? Not saying anyone, but I'm just saying I don't. I mean, even the cops are like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Even the cops, when the first day were like, they kept saying like, we gotta stress this is not a random killing.
Right.
This guy got who we wanted. No one's gonna assassinate you. The cops are like, they love to be like, hey, be on the lookout. Hey, it could be you. They always love to tell you that. It could be you getting mugged, right?
Yeah.
This time they were just like, no one wants you dead, you loser. But this guy was discovered. There was a manhunt for almost a week, 5 days. For the man who shot, I don't even know the guy's name, the CEO.
Well,
you remember the guy's name?
Oh, Brian Thompson.
Terrible name.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's a name so generic, it's actually memorable. It comes full circle.
Yeah, sounds like who invented the sorbet gum that goes into it goes into Mountain Dew. Oh, Brian Thompson. That so sounds like.
Well, they have identified a suspect in his slaying.
Yes, and it's not what people were thinking. I think.
Oh, really?
Did you think he was going to sound like like one of the? He sounds like he's a goddamn character out of Godfather Part 3.
They have apprehended Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione, high school valedictorian. I love that. Yeah. Luigi Mangione. High school valedictorian.
Interesting mix of detail on this guy already.
Yeah, I mean, what is he, Polish?
Do you think that high school valedictorian? Do you think that healthcare industry assassin is a respectable outcome for a high school valedictorian?
Look, it's all getting much more competitive out there. This is China's fault, as many things are. China is just they're pumping out these kids into tech, into STEM at an alarming rate. All right, and it doesn't matter if you're the high school valedictorian of whatever Parma village you come from, whatever goddamn wine country Tuscan villa that I don't care if the 5 guys and 3 sheep that you were competing with, you were made valedictorian. That used to get you somewhere. Not anymore. China's got 2 billion people. Get out of the way. You're gonna have to be an assassin, and it all trickles down. So now you thought you could be some ne'er-do-well, some nobody, some fucking dirtbag off the who cut class every day, and you're gonna be able to assassinate some healthcare official. Get in line. All right, get in line. It's all. They say the world needs ditch diggers. Yeah, well, those guys have PhDs now. So you're pretty well out of luck.
If I were Luigi.
Yeah, if you were Luigi.
And I was, fleeing the scene after I had killed a higher up in a higher up? Yeah.
Were you a serf?
A C, yeah.
Are you a feudal serf? What are you talking about? A higher up? If you had killed one of your betters?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you how I would have evaded the police.
Sure.
You tell me if you think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Go to Central Park.
Okay, step 1, yeah.
You need the supplies you need to have prearranged the supplies for this.
Okay.
But you go up into the trees.
Like a raccoon.
Yeah, like a raccoon. And you
would have lived amongst the raccoons.
You make yourself a little nest up in the tree, you hang out there for a couple of weeks.
Well, the funny thing about raccoons in Central Park, they eat like people. Like if you throw a hamburger at them, they eat like they're crazy.
Yeah.
So you could a certain kind of person. I can't even think of who it would be, but you have to be short, a little gangly, a little rough. But a person could somehow, like a Danny DeVito type, could possibly blend in with the raccoons for a while. But I don't know if the hot-bodied Luigi Mangione fits that bill. Do we have a picture of his body?
You noticed this just
I know. I just noticed in the corner, and they were just showing off his. Yeah, scroll down, please. Yeah, there was. Here's his nice hot body. He's got a tight hot body, and muscles, and he's cut. Like an Italian should be, like an Italian worker. like a peasant boy. Where is he? Is he in the Tuscan Valley over there? It kind of disappoints me that he didn't beat this man to death with his bare hands. It would have been really great because apparently they found a document on him. I mean, this man was a valedictorian, Luigi. He's despite those suckable muscles, he was a valedictorian.
I mean, this guy is kind of. Is it wrong to say this guy's kind of the whole package? Minus the.
Yes, that's crazy.
Minus the crime.
Yes, my wife. That's crazy. Stop saying stuff like that. But he's a murderer, allegedly. Imagine if this wasn't the guy. This is a rough day for if this wasn't the guy.
Oh, yeah.
They keep saying this is the guy. It'd be so funny if he was. Apparently, though, this guy, this valedictorian, this muscle-bound valedictorian had a manifesto. 3 pages long, though.
See,
not the biggest, not the creme de la creme of murderer manifestos.
This is what I hate. I mean, like when a right-wing extremist shoots up someplace, they release their manifesto. It's like 100 pages.
But who's done this?
The Buffalo grocery store shooter had a longer.
Well, this is a Buffalo mozzarella shooter. So I mean, I'm sorry if he's not Charles Dickens. But yeah, but it's 3. It might be concise, I mean, honestly, have you ever read the Buffalo shooters manifesto?
No.
I
just know that it was kind of long.
I'll read 3 pages from this guy. It said, but what did it say? It said he had, quote, ill feelings towards. Go back to the first tab. Let's see. Document says he had ill will toward corporate America. Police said the document. I mean, that again. What is this? Ill will? What is he? Ebenezer Scrooge? I have ill feeling. Wait, go back up. Ill will. Yeah, ill will and assassination to all CEOs. The dead 19. What is this? This news thing is terrible. This is what's wrong with the news now. Hold on. This is the who is Luigi Mangione. And they're showing this. You see what they're showing? No, now it's not going to comply. They're showing women cackling at each other while under a banner of Luigi Mangione. They're like playing with the minions. But no, nothing ever works until, when you need it, except for Italian hitmen. I'm going to ask a question that people don't seem to be asking. Is it possible this is the return of the American mafia? I mean, it hasn't been a strong century so far for the American. They took a few lumps. Giuliani, before he went, crazy, did a bunch of damage amongst other people. Donnie Brasco, Joe Pistone, and a bunch of rats. A lot of rats hurt the American mob. Mm-hmm. And this, no one's asking. Maybe they were trying to move in on insurance. I mean, that could be the plot of a Godfather Part 4, In 3, they're trying to take over the Vatican. No one liked that. Maybe 4 is them taking over the insurance companies with Luigi Mangione at the helm. I don't know. What I do know is that he was caught at a McDonald's, apparently, or...
right, the McDonald's worker.
I don't know if he was caught at the McDonald's, but he was caught because he was ratted out by a goddamn McDonald's clerk.
Yeah.
He went to go get a Egg McMuffin in Pennsylvania. Where was it? Was it Albanese? Is it on this? Altoona, Pennsylvania. Where the hell's Altoona? after an employee at the local McDonald's, let's see, thought he looked suspicious and called police. So wait. Did they think he was the assassin, or did they just think he was like some Italian came into our McDonald's? I mean, Altoona's not that far from New York, but it's one of some places in Pennsylvania. It might as well be Biloxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, some olive oil skinned Italian came in. he ordered a big muffin and a coffee. And something's not right here. I'm like, oh, did you see his picture on the news? Why would his picture be on the news? At the time, he's believed to be a person of interest in the brazen targeted murder of Brian Thompson. Who's Brian Thompson? Oh, right, the healthcare CEO. Yeah. Last Wednesday in Midtown Manhattan.
Now, you used to work at McDonald's.
I have worked at McDonald's in the past, yes.
Is there a pervasive rat culture at McDonald's, would you say?
I'm based on the people. I had no real strong, poor feeling. Like, no one did anything wrong to me, per se.
Yeah.
I kind of got choked out once by a guy, but that's because we were kind of... I'm not getting into that now. But that was handled.
You got choked out, or you did choke?
I started to choke him out, but he choked me out. It was kind of, we were doing a back and forth, but apparently he got jumped by a bunch of guys. He was much bigger than me. I was like 15, and we were doing kind of a thing with the rags, like ninja. I don't know. But you're working or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. And at one point, I got behind him with the rag, and I wasn't really choking him. I was like, "Gotcha!" He's like, and he threw me over his back, and then started choking me out.
Damn.
And then he stopped. He goes, "Oh, sorry. I got jumped by a few guys recently, and I'm just been on edge." I'm like, "All right, yeah, that's cool. I don't know why you're doing grab ass for a 15-year-old, but yeah, if you're that screwy, but whatever." I learned my lesson. Don't pretend to choke people. But, that being said, no, I wouldn't say a particular rat culture, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't trust any of them not to rat on me.
Right, yeah. Because I would definitely, if I were in this guy's position, think of McDonald's as kind of like a safe place to go without being recognized. Everyone's just everything's, just automated with people in there.
There's nothing worse than being ratted on by someone who's got nothing.
Yeah.
And nothing to gain.
Right.
I mean, did this person get $10K?
Well, maybe they had put out an award or something.
If that's the case, then you better stay at McDonald's. If there's money on the street with your name on it, maybe don't go to maybe try some fine dining. Some waiter, some guy. He's some nice restaurant. Some steakhouse. That guy's trying to get a nice tip. He's not gonna rat you out.
Well, look, if he had ill will feelings towards corporate America, maybe.
Doesn't mean he's in like a nice, steak pizzaiola. You know what I mean? he's a classy guy. But what is the what comes now? Because they were complaining this morning that they were complaining that that people weren't cooperating enough. That usually they have internet sleuths. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal, I think, about how, why aren't the internet sleuths helping out? The guys who
Wait, they lean on internet sleuths?
The cops really don't have much going on lately. They're not this is not the guys who brought down the mafia. Right? This is like a bunch of,
Yeah, that's honestly that is not encouraging.
Why isn't Sailor Moon 69 76249 figuring out where this guy went?
Why aren't any of these pill addicted housewives doing a hobby online, figuring out who killed that guy?
Because they're all jacking into him. They're all patting their pud to it. Because he's got a hot bod. Yeah. Well, they didn't know the bod. But everyone was talking about this guy beforehand, right? Mm-hmm. They had his picture up there, his face picture. Are they showing that now, or is that all?
I think this has been replaced by all of his hot bod pictures.
Yeah, they say
But people were calling him cute even when it was just a little bit of his face.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, that picture, right. They did find a ghost. Here's a picture, I guess, of his license. I mean... the license, he's got thick eyebrows, which is, that's probably his name. So I wouldn't say he's the whole package, Lucie. All right? Imagine looking at those eyebrows every day. Not so great. Not so great now, is it? All right. But apparently this gun he had with the sound. Remember we were talking about this on the Patreon. And by the way, shameless plug or good time, seamless plug. Patreon.com/RayCump. You can get an extra episode of the podcast every week if you're into that, which I think you should be. If you whatever you like it or no. But we were talking about it on the page. Also like and subscribe on YouTube. That costs you nothing. But anyway, we were talking about that on the Patreon. Where you get a silencer from, right? And
we weren't directing people on where they can get a silencer.
Why would I? That's not what I said. We were just saying it's not the easiest thing to get,
right?
Because what's his name? Eric Adams, the mayor who I thought he was in jail. was he saying it from jail? Maybe was it like
I'd never seen it. In all my years on the force, I'd never seen a silencer at the scene.
Right. But apparently he had a 3D. It's not clear, but they kept saying ghost gun, 3D printed gun. I think he 3D printed the silencer. So I think he 3D printed this stuff or ghost gunned it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ghost gunner. This is like, it's interesting. I mean, so this guy's name's, and fake IDs, because this says Mark Rosario, not Luigi Mario, is that his last name? Mangione. Luigi Mario is the cartoon character, the video game character.
Mangione.
It was funny that they talk about ghost guns and the pop. What's the popular Luigi video game series has been? Luigi's Haunted Mansion. I see a connection. Is this a Nintendo plug-in? Not plug-in. Tie-in.
Oh, could this maybe be a little like a sort of a side game feature where you can play as Luigi Mangione? And he has his little ghost gun, and he's going through the haunted mansion looking for CEOs.
Well, no, if they don't do that now, they're stupid.
Yeah.
But I meant more, is this some kind of promotion? Like, did Nintendo assassinate a healthcare CEO? Again, I don't think they did. But it's probably, that would be pretty crazy, though. Sort
of like how, because sometimes you do see, like, kind of disturbing extent to, like, the viral marketing like that. Like, a while ago, I remember seeing, like, more and more news stories about, like, creepy clowns killing people in the woods.
Also, like IBM was involved in the Holocaust, so it's like stuff like that.
And then it turned out that those were like advertisements for like the new It movie or something.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The IBM thing was not so much an advertisement, but they were getting money. Similar idea. So is this a Nintendo promotion? Probably not. Mm-hmm. Almost certainly no. But I have a fertile imagination, a fertile mind. My mind's fertile. What do you want from me? Get lost. Do you think Luigi Mangione regrets bringing his ghost gun to McDonald's?
I don't think so. This guy seems pretty brazen. I think he'll cling to the folk hero.
You think he wanted? Yeah. You think he wanted? Look, I got pictures of my hot body out there. Mm-hmm. Do you think he culled? You think they got that off his Facebook or something? Do you think he kind of curated the pictures that would be available? Because most regular people, don't have pictures of them performing or, posing in a lab with Boston Dynamics dogs or anything, like public figures do, I'm saying. It's usually your own social media. So he probably had an opportunity to cull and curate what was going to be available to the public. Like, he took all the doofy pictures. He's a valedictorian. He probably has a bunch of doofy pictures of him doing science stuff on his social media that he deleted. Because he wants to be known as the Jesse James of killing healthcare CEOs.
I think he probably will. He probably will get a lot of, love letters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they get fat creeps love letters in prison. I mean, guys have murdered children. Women just love murderers. I don't know. I mean, there's no way around it. This idea, I mean, how would history work otherwise? Yeah. I mean, the most of history has been warlords and guys who kill babies and swords. Mm-hmm. If women were going to be squeamish about that, no one would have babies.
That's true. That's a good point, though. Men have. I guess
the men could force it on them, but whatever.
Men have their dark attractions to dangerous, violent women too.
Sure.
There was actually another story in the news like that today.
A bigger story? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What happened? Is another assassin?
Colombian hitwoman.
Wait, she is another assassin?
Got apprehended. I mean,
what is the week of assassins?
Yeah.
Well, show me this. What's happened?
They're calling her La Muñeca. The doll.
The doll. Well, let's see what this is. Who is? Wait, what? This is it. Who is Karen Rodriguez? What we know about the doll? What do we have here? Fill me in here. This is some.
A 23-year-old woman accused of leading a network of hitmen in hitmen in Colombia has been arrested. Now, a lot of guys on X and stuff are kind of like drooling over this one.
Well, look, I really should not. She's a great looking woman.
Yeah, she's good looking.
I was gonna be particular about it, and say I mean, she's attractive, but it's not let's not get crazy. But I just remembered she's a violent hitman. Yeah. So I think she looks fantastic.
She's pretty hot, yeah. For a woman
she's definitely if she came on to you, and I'm sure that's part of the game, right? She's like Black Widow. She's like a real life Black Widow assassin.
I would imagine she has to have used her sexuality in a murder at some point.
Sure, and I'm not gonna get into a whole thing. Well, she's no Vanessa Hudgens or whatever, or Selena Gomez or whoever. I think she's hotter than them. Who would you compare her to?
I would compare her to maybe.
She kind of looks like a hotter Billie Eilish.
Yeah, a little bit. I could see that.
Who kills people? I don't know who she's killing, but I mean, I support small businesses. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start shit talking assassins here. That's gonna be my game. That's my job. How would it become my job to start, taking shots at assassins? I feel like no one needs me. If the only thing holding society together is me saying she's not as hot as she thinks she is, then we've lost the balance of power. So what's her gimmick? Besides having a white crop top and shorts, according to this article, with long dark hair, sending the internet into a frenzy over her appearance. She also handled high priority tasks due to her expertise with weapons and deadly accurate aim. Again, she's phenomenal. I got no problem with her whatsoever. I think she's the best.
Videos released by police this week show Rodriguez handcuffed, wearing a white crop top and shorts with long dark hair.
That look. Go scroll back up for a second. That look. I wouldn't call her the doll. I'd call her I'd call her boss. I go, what do you need, boss?
Jefa?
La Jefa, is that did you change it?
I mean, the boss is usually El Jefe, right?
Right, but I don't think it's a word. I don't think nouns in Spanish get changed. I think just the adjectives and stuff.
Sometimes they do.
Do they? Well, I don't know.
In one shot, Rodriguez stares into the camera as police are presenting her and an alleged male accomplice in a site worthy of social media users demanding deadpan actress Aubrey Plaza portray her in a film. I could kind of see a resemblance to Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, she wishes. Aubrey Plaza wishes. All right. But scroll back there. Wait, hold on. She was arrested along with two accomplices, Paul Valenta and Boy Radio 24, known as Gorda Sicaria, Fat Hit Woman. I want to see her. That's a real drop off. I mean, Jesus. The Lord giveth and he taketh away. Jesus Christ. I mean,
she gets the doll and she gets fat.
I wonder, can we see what, hold on. See if you can find a picture of
Gorda Sicaria.
And again, I'm not going to show her. I'm guessing she's hotter than that sounds.
I mean, you kind of see part of her here.
She's a little. All right, I'm not gonna show because I don't want to get killed. if she was, I thought maybe it was she was a little thick, but I get it. We all struggle with weight sometimes.
Yeah.
She's still there.
It's kind of mean to put them side by side like that.
Really? Come on.
Begging the comparison.
They're just. Did anyone actually call her that? Maybe she wouldn't become an assassin. Just keep calling her Gorda with Sicaria.
You think her parents named her that?
Yeah, hey, little Gorda Sicaria.
Her fate was sealed.
Yeah.
From the moment she was born.
What So this is just nonstop, huh? This is just this is the new status quo. It's just hits. People doing hits. Mm-hmm. Just right, getting contracts and doing hits.
We should get in on this. I feel like we could be a very I think we could be a visually kind of appealing hit team.
I think you're wrong.
I think
I want to make it very clear that we are not involved in this.
We could fit a certain, like, I don't know. There's a big thing, little thing charm about us.
Sure.
That could translate well into assassinations.
I feel like if we could translate to many things. I mean, I just want to make it very clear to anyone listening at Langley or at Fort Meade that we are not involved in the hit game. No, it's fine. They know. They know we're not.
This is a Colombian newspaper, Diario de Norte, reports that Rodriguez completed high school before becoming entangled in criminal activities at 18. So we're seeing kind of a range of, educational
even in
levels.
Mexico, you would think in Mexico maybe it's not as academically, what's the word, competitive. Mm-hmm. At least in that business, in the cartel, but even I bet you 20 years ago her counterpart would not have maybe finished high school. Who needs that? Mm-hmm. I mean, no, honestly, there's no point. I think it helped her. But I mean, that's just. I mean, I guarantee you, the guy at the cartel is even like, "Oh, you have a high school diploma." And she's like, I remember I took a friend at one point. He wanted to get in, and this is like when they needed guys. I mean, this is right, maybe it was before things got bad in Iraq, but it was during the Iraq War. The Iraq War was going on, and he wanted to join the Navy, and I brought him to get recruited, and he had a GED, not a high school diploma. And I brought him, and he's like, "Oh, it's fine. GED's fine." Like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's your business. And I was with him, and we went to the Navy. It was one of those places where like all the offices had that. Like they had like an office for every branch. So we go in the Navy room. We're talking to the guy. And he's like, "You got a high school diploma?" And he's like, "Oh, I had GED." Same thing. He's like, "Not to us. Get out." And then we knocked around. Finally, the Army was like, we might take you in this like 2-week window if no one else shows up. Mm-hmm. But the point is, this is how I figured. What? You don't see the connection?
Yeah, totally.
I'm just saying, like, people don't realize how competitive it is out there. Their dad, because these boomer dads got, became CEOs of companies because they got a landscaping job when they were 17. Mm-hmm. And like, and the guys, some guy's wife thought they were had a nice ass. And they're listening to Bob Seger, mm-hmm. and they think that's how life works. And they tell you, I don't even need to have they don't know shit. Boomers don't know shit. They're dumb. And my point is, why are you looking like that?
You're right. There's
help me out here. Meet me halfway here.
There's a disconnect.
Yeah.
With the boomer generation.
Well, I'm just saying this is what I'm talking about. She has a high school diploma.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think she'd have that, but that's what you need. You don't see the connection?
Yeah, no, I get it.
The connection's there.
Yeah, it is. I just want us. Is there any way we can get in on this?
Into the assassin game?
Yeah, in Colombia maybe. We have we have bachelor's degrees. We could do it.
What is how many times do you have fired a gun in your life?
Never, but I feel like if someone put a gun in my hands, I would.
You just shoot whoever you saw.
I would shoot often.
You would just fire immediately.
I would shoot inaccurately, but often.
That doesn't help.
That kind of compensates for it, right?
Not at all. You're just wasting ammo. Mm-hmm. What is your so you want me to be like the cartel or the hitman? Who do you think would hire you? How do you think this goes out? Are you being hired by like wives to kill husbands, or like what is your?
I mean, they must be like hiring to replace their hot hitwoman and their.
So you want to get a cartel job?
Yeah.
Okay, so hola.
Hola.
So hello. So what you want to be an assassin? So you have what's your background? We call them sicarios down here.
I would like to be a sicario. I don't have a lot.
You have an English BA in English.
Yeah.
It's not very helpful.
Well,
you've read Proust?
I'm a good communicator.
You ever read Proust?
No, I've never read Proust.
I guess he's French, but still, it's good. I like Proust.
But I have a can-do attitude.
Can do what? Can do? Mm-hmm. Like can? What's your experience of guns?
I shot a gun once at a gun range, but I was very nervous, so I needed a lot of help.
What kind of help?
You know, just assistance.
Someone held the gun for you while you shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know where my fingers were supposed to go at first.
On the trigger.
But now I think I do. Now I think I do would know where my fingers.
The trigger. See.
Yeah.
See. Okay. What would your assassin name be?
What? How about El Gatito?
I don't know what that means. Even what does that mean?
I think it means a little cat.
Little cat. Oh, little cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you the little cat?
Or a little kitten.
Why you shit on the people you kill? Why are you a kitten?
Yeah, it is El Gatito.
Okay. Why would they call you that?
Or La Gatita.
Who's gonna call? Why? Don't worry about it. Why would they call you the kitten?
I don't know, because I would kind of like prowl around at night like a little cat.
I don't. So you'd be seen prowling on surveillance videos, and that's why they would call you little kitten. This doesn't seem.
No, because I wouldn't be seen, because I'd be so sneaky.
So who would call you that?
Well, what would your assassin name be if you don't like Gatito?
I would just be called. I'm Gordo Blanco. So yeah, that's my thing. What do you bring to the table here? Why would we hire you?
Speaking of guns,
and
stuff. Another thing that I read that was kind of interesting was that the United Healthcare shooter.
Yes, Luigi Mangione.
Apparently he like inscribed things on his bullets.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like what?
Like he. Hold on, let me find it. Like something like delay, deny. It was like a healthcare kind of motto.
Really? This is so would he write them in Italian?
He didn't write them in Italian.
What we got here? Wait, is it written? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
These parasites had this is the line. Okay, hold on. This is authorities recovered a fraudulent New Jersey ID matching the suspect, and a handwritten document that speaks both to his motivation and mindset. NYPD chief of detectives. Joseph Kenny said the document did not include specific threats, but indicated ill will towards corporate America. Quote, "These parasites had it coming," one line from the document reads, according to a police official. Another reads, "I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done."
Oh, he apologized.
Yeah, he said he's sorry. Let him go.
Scrutiny intensified as investigators recovered and analyzed various pieces of evidence, including shell casings from the scene that police said had the words delay, deny, and defend written on them.
Officials praised the tipster for... We go back... Casings from the scene that the police said words delay, deny, and defend. Is that from something?
This guy thought about all the details, like he wanted the evidence at the scene.
Yeah, but he stayed in Pennsylvania. I mean, supposedly he took a bus from Port Authority, which I guess makes sense. He got the Central. Apparently, he went to Central Park, and then from there managed to get to a subway. I guess I think the last time they saw him was on a subway around Times Square or something, and they assumed he went to Port Authority. Which I guess is a fine start to your journey. But then he ended up in Altoona, Pennsylvania. I mean, that's 5 days ago. Mm-hmm. I imagine you go to California by now on a bus.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It seems almost like he wanted to get caught. You think he just showed up at McDonald's every day? Like, please catch me.
Maybe.
I mean, do you think that's why he was suspicious? He kept ordering an Egg McMuffin and sitting there all day?
He also did shoot somebody, so maybe he was actually acting pretty erratically.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He was he seemed to be doing pretty good. Mm. You don't have any respect for assassins. It's a constant course of tension between us.
Look, I just don't, I think that maybe there are some like really suave assassins out there, but I feel like a lot of them are kind of damaged people.
They always seem like a genius until they go to McDonald's.
Right.
You know?
He's probably being all shaky.
Just wants a McFlurry.
Twitchy.
I get it. You guys have adrenaline pumping. You want a McFlurry. Mm-hmm. You want it now. I mean, honestly, there's nothing better than an Oreo McFlurry. They even make other ones anymore. Mm-hmm. Who's ordering the M&M McFlurry? Who's doing that? Doesn't make any sense.
This would actually be a great moment for Burger King to come save the day.
And what, we're cucks and we don't kill them and no killers don't come here?
No, to say like we won't rat you out if you come to Burger King.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll let you eat your burger in peace and then go on to whatever
Burger King.
You can dye your hair in our bathroom.
Burger King. There's no one here to rat on you anyway. Come eat it. Assassination now, Burger King later. Some people get that. So, speaking of, I guess, attractive guy. I mean, who's hotter? You think? You spilled some coffee on yourself.
Oops.
Who do you think is hotter? Luigi Mangione or Daniel Penny?
I think probably Daniel Penny
really
is a little bit more.
Wow. So can we bring this up? Do we have an article with him, Daniel Penny? This is a man. Now people don't know Daniel Penny. He's not the guy from the Orlando Magic.
Ideologically, Luigi Mangione might be more attractive to me, but if we're just being shallow about it,
sure,
probably Daniel Penny.
Well, I mean, Daniel Penny Luigi Mangione is allegedly, if he's the person they claim he is, is a hitman. Or the murderer.
Yes.
Well, Daniel Penny.
And of course, yeah.
Daniel Penny, it seems like he was trying to help and he got a little ahead of himself. You could argue that, the chokehold lasted too long, but, I don't think he went out of his way to kill a guy.
Well, yeah, look, I don't necessarily think that Daniel Penny was going on the subway looking to murder a black guy that day.
Or a guy.
Yeah, I think that, He probably did respond. He did respond, and apparently, a lot of the passengers who were on the train did say they were terrified and that they thought this guy was going to kill them.
Sure.
So that definitely.
No, ideally, this guy would have, but I don't know. I mean, who knows? I've never had to restrain a guy, holding them down.
Right.
My first instinct was it probably shouldn't be legal to just choke people who are screaming to death on a train, who are screaming shit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, fuck it. I don't know. I mean, that guy was screaming some nasty shit.
Right.
And honestly, based on the texture of what's going on lately, maybe that's enough. Maybe we're going back to the Old West. Mm-hmm. Maybe we're going back to a time when you run your mouth and you get choked out to death. And that's just a way of America. Mm-hmm. We got hitmen on the streets. Going to McDonald's. You might be eating an Egg McMuffin next to a killer. Right? We got hot girls. Hot girls will kill you. Hot guys on the train will kill you. You better watch your ass. This is America now. All right? Other people getting killed, right? Assad's in Russia. Mm-hmm.
With his slaughterhouses.
We'll get to that in a minute. Things are nasty business.
Gangs in Haiti.
Watch your nasty ass. Right? This is America. But the Daniel Penny, and just to set the table for people who don't remember, he's the guy who was on the train, and this guy got up. Yeah, and he happened to be black. And he started yelling how he's going to, someone's going to die today. It was him.
Yeah.
It was him. Or I think he said he was going to kill someone. It would have fit better the other way, but
how crazy would it be if that was actually just his suicide speech? He was gonna kill himself.
Yeah, I mean, the guys are crazy. I love that about the law too. They always like to portray these legal arguments, well, if you killed a man who was gonna kill himself anyway, would that be murder? Mm-hmm. And it's that's not how. I mean, usually they just railroad you,
right?
But whatever. So he's the guy. He put him in a chokehold for 6 minutes, which, a chokehold should kill you in 6 minutes. I mean, as far as I know. Yeah. I don't know what the argument is, but whatever. Don't run your mouth on the train. He's mentally ill? Join the club. Who isn't mentally ill?
It's also the kind of situation where, like, yeah, I could see the argument for why, like, after the guy goes limp, you should just let him go.
I think. Well, I think did he keep choking him after he went limp?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
But hey.
But I can also see why, like, because when you're on like a subway car, who knows, like, if it had, I don't know if it had stopped yet at that point. Maybe it felt like. It's such a tight space, like you're in like a sardine can kind of.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to let this guy up.
This is a guy on the way to the gym. He's not a trained elite killer, right? I mean, he's not, was he a veteran? He might have been a veteran.
He is a Marine, I think.
Well, you'd think Marines know. I mean, that's the thing. Marines aren't trained to like half kill you.
Right.
That's the thing. You know, if we're gonna let Marines come back home, which I think I'm all for. To be clear, I've never said leave the Marines where they are. I say bring them back. And we're going to bring them back, and you're going to confront them with people threatening to kill people. They're going to kill them all the way. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. So I don't know what to tell you. It's sad. Everyone's mentally ill. Mm-hmm. You can complain all you want. You can say it's racist all you want. I don't know if it's racist. It's sloppy. It might have been a bit sloppy, but America's gotten a bit sloppy, if you ask me. America's got a sloppy ass nowadays. All right? I don't know if people appreciate that. This new Trump era, they keep thinking of that in political terms, right? They keep thinking of it like, oh my God, Kash Patel, and like, you know, and like, you know, and the president, Chris Christie is going to run the President's Council on Physical Fitness or whatever. It's like, this is so Republican, it's so MAGA. It's just sloppy. Mm-hmm. We're living in a sloppy time, and it's not. And like, you have to not get on board. You have to get away. You get your head around it. Well, you have to get your head around it. It doesn't matter. You get on board or not. If you want to make some money, you can get in. This idea, people are still complaining to me. Like, oh, this is a 1939 German. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. All right? If you think that's true, I don't know what to tell you. But you got to get your head around the idea that it's just a sloppy-ass time. People are going to be showing their asshole for you know. It's not even political anymore. It's not about the election. We got gunmen on the streets.
Yeah.
Gunmen.
I mean, it is kind of like, you know, it's the kind of thing where one person takes a shot.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit close, even though they didn't, you know, kill Trump. They got a little bit close. They nicked him.
Oh, you think this is a response to the Matthew Perry shooting? What's his name? Not Matthew Perry. What was the kid's name?
Matthew Crooks.
Matthew Crooks.
Yeah.
The Dickensian character Matthew Crooks. Yeah.
Yeah, these are all kind of Dickensian names.
Yeah,
Matthew Crooks, Daniel Penny.
Luigi Mangione. Yeah. What is going on?
Yeah.
This seems like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or something. Matthew Crooks.
Oh man, imagine if this is like how close we get to having like a squad of superheroes. It's just that Daniel Penny and Matthew Crooks and Luigi Mangione all join forces.
I don't know that Mangione. I mean, you think why do you think Mangione and Crooks would join forces? Because they're like one's anti-healthcare. I mean, you
look. I'm not saying I know what would bring them together. I'm just saying that if they were brought together.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you were. So they have their own things going on, but they're brought together by some new character. Yeah,
I mean, look, the superheroes in comic books are always kind of doing their own thing, and then somebody draws them in.
Right.
Some Nick Fury type character draws them in.
Okay.
To an Avengers kind of deal.
Sure. I kill healthcare people, and I go after Trump. Mm-hmm. My whole thing is going after Trump.
I choke people on the subway.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think they'd be heroes?
Mm-hmm. Super. People, killers, people who have proven the ability to kill.
I think you make a good point. And look, even comic books try to do this. They play these games with the Suicide Squad, right? Mm-hmm. Like you bring them up, or whatever. But I mean, the idea that like there would be a difference at all, that we would have, you know, that these like that Batman would somehow be a superhero. Mm-hmm. He's just some guy killing people in the shadows, right? And Superman's just a fucking maniac. You know, they're all just outlaws. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the next guy? What does he do? Did he go after? Right, I guess we can't. It's probably not a good idea to bring up targets.
Yeah. Right. We don't want to actually start promoting this as a lifestyle.
Sure. But no, it's a sloppy ass. What's going on? Speaking of sloppy shit, what's going on with those rebels in Syria?
Well, they've taken Damascus. Assad has fled
Who
to
is
Moscow.
they, by the way? Yeah, let's bring this article, because I mean, for a long time, for over a week now, we've been hearing about these Syrian rebels, and it dawned on me, like, wait, who? Because they were fighting for a while, right? Mm-hmm. What is this? This is not it.
Yeah.
We don't have a thing on the rebels.
Hold on. Oh. All right. Amid Syria's upheaval, a wariness over rebels' Islamist roots.
Again, they keep calling them rebels. What is this? They want money?
Some experts say the rebels have changed.
This is what is this? I can't find out about the rebels because Bezos needs a new yacht. What is this shit? Now,
okay. This one just asked. Who are the Syrian rebels that have toppled Assad and taken Damascus?
After a lightning 10-day offensive, rebel forces in Syria captured its capital, Damascus. I wonder how that happened. And toppled the regime of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. I keep reading lines here. Scroll, keep scrolling. Here's the thing. Why is the only person I'm calling them ISIS goddamn crazy Joe Biden? This is ISIS. ISIS started this shit years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And then this is ISIS coming back with the new and improved ISIS, and we keep calling them rebels. Why is that?
Yeah, and there does seem to be some kind of coordination where like a lot of the news stories show them. It's like them freeing people from a torture prison or something, and
right.
It's them fishing people out of the rubble or whatever. And I'm not saying that they aren't doing those things.
No, sure.
I don't think people should be getting tortured.
Look, it's possible ISIS was never that bad. I guess.
Right.
Maybe those tiger cages were the right thing. I don't know.
But it is weird that there's just no acknowledgement.
Right.
That this was just like a killer force to us.
Yeah.
The new Al Qaeda, basically.
They took over Iraq. It was ISIS in the what do they call it in the Levant? Mm-hmm. What is the Levant? Is that a river? Is that a valley? Whatever. I'd love to live in the Levant, I think. But anyway, here's what we know about HT. What is HTS? The Rebel Offensive.
Oh, it's a rebrand.
They rebranded themselves. I mean, it's like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy became P. Diddy, who became Diddy, who became Scrapple Topple. Well, I don't know. HTS, which has its roots in Al Qaeda, is considered a terrorist organization by the United States. Wait, they're saying it's Al Qaeda, which I don't think ISIS was Al Qaeda. I thought ISIS was a bunch of cops. Wasn't ISIS like the cops of Baghdad or whatever, or like the Sunni forces from Iraq who got fired? But and then I don't.
Right.
Yes, there was. They were basically Sunni forces that got disenfranchised when we invaded Iraq. And they ended up becoming ISIS. Mm. I don't know if those are the guys in Syria, but that was the genesis of it. They're saying they have roots in Al Qaeda. See, again, very messy.
Very messy.
Sloppy shit.
HTS is led by Abu Muhammad al-Jawlani, who in recent days has been trying to distance himself from his jihadist past. Jawlani was born in Saudi Arabia to Syrian parents from the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights and was raised in Damascus.
Are Syrian rebels ISIS?
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're showing our ass here. What's this say?
Amid the outbreak of the country's civil war in 2011, the chaos allowed ISIS to rise in the Syria-Iraq border region and seize swaths of the territory in the Levant region. The conflict also became a proxy battleground, drawing in major world powers, including the U.S., Russia, Iran, Israel.
It doesn't seem to be an answer to ISIS.
Assad retained nominal control of much of the country with Russia, Iranian, and Hezbollah assistance. But last month's surprise rebel offensive revealed the weakness of the regime as fighters surged out the rebel-held Idlib province in the northwest of the country.
Wait,
that didn't answer the question at all.
Wait, the heading is, are Syrian rebels ISIS? And they didn't... wait, hold on. Allowed ISIS to rise in the region and seize Assad retained nominal control as fighters surge out of the rebel-held Idlib. Yeah, this isn't nothing answers this.
Yeah.
We're getting had here. I don't know who's running anything. I don't know who's in charge of all this. But this does not seem to be real. It doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, I'm sure. Look, it's kind of, this is racist. We called the Daniel Penny thing racist. This is racist. We're like, oh, it totally makes sense that the Syrian government would collapse in 10 days.
Right.
Like, it's a government with, they have shit. I mean, at the very least, someone's helping them. Mm-hmm. Is it us? You know who else has their roots now? They have their roots in Al Qaeda. What does Al Qaeda have his roots in? Langley? I don't know.
Well, this is an interesting headline. J.D. Vance issues warning about Syrian rebels after Assad ousted. Nervous.
Well, that's what is J.D. Vance nervous about? What's Mr. Vance nervous about?
J.D. Vance raised concerns on Sunday, saying that some of the rebels are an offshoot of ISIS.
That seems, it seems pretty unfounded for him to say that. I mean, no, why isn't anyone else talking about this? Assad's regime collapses, and why does the article not comment on it? It seems like the media is trying to put ISIS over.
Right.
It seems like all the politicians are like, no, it's ISIS. And they're like, who are these people? Assad's regime collapsed this weekend after a stunning turnaround of nearly 14 years of conflict. Various rebel groups continue to operate in Syria with different regional and international. So HTS was formerly known as Al-Nusra Front. Of what? The front of what? ISIS?
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about the Al-Nusra Front.
Oh, really?
Of Al-Qaeda, right?
Oh, so they weren't ISIS.
Yeah, I don't think they were ISIS, unless some people from Al-Qaeda became ISIS.
The Vice President-elect's post shared comments from Josh Rogan, a Washington Post columnist who covers foreign policy and national security. Syria's freed, the rebels won. Who is this guy? Is a Washington Post columnist. Syria's free, the rebels won, the people liberated themselves from tyranny. Freedom won, Russia, Iran. I mean, look, I'm not saying Assad's is a good guy or not a bad guy even, but it just seems like, what is it, Syria is free finally? Syria's Assad's fault. Could Iran be next? Are we reading CIA.gov?
So I think part of this is that, like, potentially part of it. I don't want to sound too conspiratorial about it, but, like, Israel has some interest in, the region, like, not being controlled by Assad anymore.
Sure.
And it's like, and I don't know, maybe
but
part of it is
Israel tend to get what they want? Is Israel, like, good at, like, lobbying for themselves in Washington? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think it's a little bit of a lead. I'm surprised they have enough time to, make that happen. They're just busy burying people all the time.
So it's weirdly, like, just softening the coverage of it, like as if, kind of soft pedaling this as more of a liberation, even though it's probably going to lead to, like, a really, tyrannical regime ultimately.
Oh, no, it's going to get sloppy.
It's going to get sloppy.
That should be, we just got over Brat Girl summer. I should make a beat for this. This is going to be sloppy summer coming up. I'm branding it. I'm starting it now. It's not even Christmas yet. And I'm branding this summer coming up. Summer 2025 is sloppy summer.
We should do our take on the Brat Green. Like, can we make it? Could we do kind of a vomit green?
First of all, we strike that. It has nothing to do with Brat. Don't come at me trying to sue me, Charlie D'Amelio. All right, this is called. Is that right? With Charlie D'Amelio?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever. who did the Bratz girls? Whatever.
Brett Summer is just it was just a craze that swept the nation. I don't know that there is an originator.
You completely forgot the whole thing. It was based on someone's album.
Oh, okay.
Charlie XCX.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes. Point is, this is going to be called Sloppy Slime. Also green, but doesn't, no connection, Charlie. Don't come at me, Charlie XCX or Charlie D'Amelio. All right, none of you social Charlies come at me. This is gonna be some sloppy shit. We're gonna have a lot of hangings, a lot of butchering, a lot of public execution, a lot of hitmen roaming the streets, a lot of hitwomen roaming the streets. All right, everyone's got a target on their back.
There's gonna be a lot of cagey coverage of things out there.
Call me Billy Bullseye, because someone's gonna kill my ass. All right, this is the age of getting shot. That's what this is. Boom, 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 getting sloppy. Boom, getting sloppy. Boom, something like that. I'll make a beat. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Get sloppy. Boom, 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 boom. Get sloppy. Some sloppy ass. Right? Something like that. People humping in the streets. People gonna be humping in the streets and getting shot. People are gonna be getting shot while they're humping in the streets, shitting in the streets, choking people on the subway. Nothing's gonna be boring anymore. All right? Alaska's gonna get taken over probably. I don't know by who. You think you're out of the game? People think they're out of the game? No one's out of the game.
Imagine having sex publicly and assassinating someone at the same time.
You're flipping it. You're flipping the script. You thought I was saying that some guy was humping some girl while he shot someone?
Kind of. That's what I was imagining.
No, I was saying people getting shot while they're humping. But that's crazy.
I don't know. I think that this is, you know.
You think these sicarios are that good? They can be pumping puss and shooting straight? That's crazy. I don't doubt it. They're very talented. This is you got to say one thing about this time. This period is not for a lack of talent. This time period. All right, the boomers are done. Right? Mm-hmm. No more boomers. No more guys who show up to work and don't do shit. All right? No more make work jobs. All right? This is the age of talent. Fierce competition. Valedictorians fighting in the streets. All right? So it's an age of academic excellence getting you nowhere. Love it. It's very dangerous. You can call it the wild west of sex. Doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to hype it up. What do you see in the next for the next decade? Because this is not you people out there who think this is a Trump thing. It's over in 4 years. Good luck. We got a decade ahead of us of anarchy. This is gonna be called the decade plata, decade of lead. You know. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be Decada plata. So what do you see? Do you picture home prices going down or going up?
Somehow they'll still go
How did that go down? We got people getting shot. CEOs getting shot in the streets, and the fucking rent still is going up. I don't understand this. I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, so thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
We love and appreciate you all, and we're here for you with guidance and sloppiness. Remember, you can like and subscribe. And again, it costs you nothing. So why don't you do it, please? Just do something for someone else once in your life, right? Yeah.
Don't be so selfish.
Yeah, don't be so selfish and sloppy. Also, we have Patreon. Patreon.com/RayComp. Get an extra episode every week, and that's pretty great.
And stay tuned for sloppy summer bikinis. And
are we selling? Is this something we're selling? Sloppy summer bikinis? Our line of bikinis, sloppy summer bikinis. Don't think you can just make that and get away with it. We're going to trademark that shit. This acts as a trademark, maybe. Hopefully. All right? We're going to farm that out to some third party. sloppy bikinis. Sloppy bikinis. We should make that.
Oh, yeah.
But coming soon, sloppy bikinis. Have a great week. See you soon.